Hi, this is Catherine J. Bain. I'm an author of mystery and suspense, and this is my YouTube channel. Welcome. Um, I read the other day, by the way, I titled this episode first. Don't know how well it works, but yeah. I read the other day that Don Quixote is considered the first novel that was ever written, and it came out in 1605. And I thought, that's very interesting. I wonder what other firsts we could come up with. I discovered that there's a mystery behind the first mystery. Apparently, some say it was the Notting Hill Mystery by Charles Felix, dating back to 1862. But others say it was The Woman in White by Wilkie Collins, which supposedly was published in 1860. I'm not sure why all the confusion. I'm not sure why we can't make a decision on this, but there it is. The first romance was before Jane Austen. Oh, no. It was actually written by a man. Say it isn't so. It was titled Pamela, or Virtue Rewarded, written by Samuel Richardson. It was published in 1740 and is the story of a 15-year-old servant girl who has to ward off the unwanted advances of her employer. Spoiler alert! If you don't want to know what's going to happen, plug yours. Eventually, the man proposes to her, and she agrees, and she becomes an esteemed member of society. That's what every girl wants. Now, back then, that was probably considered a happily ever after. Thank goodness, not today. The first children's books, there were several children's books written in the 17th century. Most of them were spiritually improving books, geared strictly toward children. However, John Newbery is considered the father of children literature. He not only wrote the books, but he illustrated books for all children, including A Pretty Little Pocketbook, which was published in 1744. Hannah Adams is considered the first American author to make a living from writing with her religious works. Her first book came out in 1784, and it's titled An Alphabetical Compendium of the Various Sects which have appeared from the beginning of the Christian era to the present day. And yes, I do have notes I'm reading from because there's no way I'd ever remember that. Phyllis Wheatley is considered the first African American to be published. She published a book of poetry back in September of 1773. She had been a slave since the age of 8, but her owners actually taught her to write, which was very unusual back then. She published several poems before her death in 1784. I want to see that in African American Month because that's very interesting. But those are the first that I came up with just doing a little bit of research. And if you have any, please let me know in the comment section below. Yeah, that down there. Oh, look out. It's like I'm sticking that in your face. Look down below. And I hope you have a good week. We'll see you next time. Bye.